As we grow older, we often pay attention to the obvious signs of aging, joint pain, memory lapses, or fatigue. But there's something else that often slips under the radar: our blood flow. Circulation is like a quiet river inside your body. It doesn't scream for attention, but when it slows down, everything changes. Your energy fades, your feet grow colder, your mind feels foggy, and your legs, once strong and steady, may begin to feel heavy, tired, or clumsy. The worst part? Many people chalk these changes up to just getting old, when in fact, they could be early signs that your circulation is weakening. In this video, we'll explore 6 subtle but important signs of poor circulation in seniors, and more importantly, how to naturally improve your blood flow, gently, effectively, and without medication. Let's begin with sign number 1. Sign number 1, cold hands and feet. A chilling warning from your body. One of the earliest and most commonly ignored signs of poor circulation is cold hands and feet. Many seniors brush it off as just age or bad weather, but if your extremities are often chilly, even when the room is warm, your blood flow may be slowing down more than it should. As you age, your blood vessels naturally become less flexible. That means your body has a harder time sending blood all the way to your fingers and toes, the farthest points from your heart. When circulation weakens, less warm, oxygen-rich blood reaches these areas, and you begin to feel cold hands, even with gloves. Cold feet, especially at night, numbness or tingling in your fingers or toes, a burning or icy sensation, even under blankets. It's more than just discomfort. Cold hands and feet can be a whisper from your heart and blood vessels telling you, "I'm having trouble getting the blood where it needs to go." Good circulation is essential for muscle health, balance, nerve function, and even wound healing. When blood flow to your limbs is reduced, muscles in your legs and feet tire faster. You're more likely to feel unsteady when standing or walking. Cuts and scrapes take longer to heal. You may experience more cramps, aches, or restless legs at night. Left unaddressed, chronic cold extremities can increase the risk of falls, ulcers, and reduced mobility. You don't need medications to begin improving blood flow to your hands and feet. Here are simple, gentle habits that make a real difference. 1. Warm water soaks. Soak your hands or feet in warm water for 10 to 15 minutes daily. This helps dilate blood vessels and promote flow. 2. Gentle foot and hand massage. Use circular motions to massage your feet and hands. A little coconut oil or warming balm helps stimulate circulation. 3. Eat circulation-friendly foods. Add ginger, garlic, turmeric, and beets to your diet. These natural ingredients help widen blood vessels and support blood movement. 4. Keep moving. Wiggle your toes, rotate your ankles, and flex your hands throughout the day, even while sitting. Every little motion encourages blood to flow. If your hands or feet are always cold, don't ignore it. It's not just a comfort issue. It may be a quiet sign of weakening circulation. With simple daily habits, you can warm your limbs from the inside out and give your entire body the flow and fuel it deserves. Sign number 2, frequent leg cramps. When your muscles cry out for better circulation. Have you ever been woken up at night by a sudden, painful cramp in your calf, or had to stop during a walk because your leg tightened up without warning? If leg cramps are happening more often, especially in your lower legs or feet, it could be a sign that your circulation is weakening. Muscles need a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered by your bloodstream to function smoothly. When blood flow slows down, whether from narrowed arteries, aging vessels, or lack of movement, muscles are starved of what they need. The result? They spasm or cramp, often painfully. These cramps may come at night, especially when lying flat, during or after walking short distances, in the calves, feet, or even thighs, without warning and more often with age. Unlike dehydration or low potassium, cramps caused by poor circulation tend to be recurrent, sharp, and often follow physical activity or rest. As we age, our arteries naturally become less elastic, and small blood vessels may begin to narrow. Conditions like arteriosclerosis or peripheral artery disease can make it harder for blood to reach the muscles in your lower body. That's why frequent leg cramps aren't just a nuisance. They're a message from your muscles saying, "We're not getting what we need." Ignoring them may lead to further weakness, reduced mobility, or even increased risk of falling due to unstable legs. You don't need complicated treatments to start improving blood flow and preventing leg cramps. These simple daily actions can help. 1. Stretch before bed. Focus on gentle calf and hamstring stretches at night. It prepares muscles for rest and supports circulation while you sleep. 2. Stay hydrated throughout the day. Even mild dehydration can worsen cramps. Sip water regularly. Don't wait until you're thirsty. 3. Add magnesium and potassium rich foods. Try bananas, spinach, sweet potatoes, and avocados. These minerals support muscle relaxation and nerve health. 4. Walk daily, even just 10 minutes. Walking activates the calf muscles, which act like pumps to move blood back up toward the heart. Frequent leg cramps may seem minor, but they're often one of the first signs your circulation is slowing down. Don't ignore them. By taking small, consistent steps, you can nourish your muscles, improve your blood flow, and move through life with less pain and more ease. Sign number 3, numbness or tingling in the feet or toes, a silent signal of slowed circulation. Have you ever felt a strange tingling in your toes, like pins and needles? Or maybe parts of your feet feel numb, not completely dead, but oddly disconnected? If so, you're not alone. And it's not just a part of aging. This kind of numbness or tingling is often a sign that your circulation is weakening, especially in your lower limbs. Your nervous system and circulatory system work together like a well coordinated dance. When blood flows freely, your nerves stay nourished and active. But when circulation slows, especially in the feet and toes, which are farthest from the heart, nerves don't get the oxygen they need. The result? A tingling sensation in the toes or soles, a dull numbness that comes and goes, a buzzing or crawling feeling at rest, less sensitivity when touching surfaces or wearing socks. This is your body's quiet way of saying, I'm not getting enough blood down here. Numbness may seem mild, but it's dangerous in the long run. When your feet can't feel properly, you may not notice a wound, blister, or cut, pressure from tight shoes, uneven surfaces that affect balance. This increases the risk of falls, infections, and slow healing injuries, especially for seniors with diabetes or blood pressure issues. There are gentle ways to stimulate blood flow and support nerve health without medication. But 1, practice toe scrunches and ankle circles. These small movements improve blood flow in your feet and ankles. Do them for 5 minutes daily while seated. 2, elevate your feet when resting. Use a small cushion to keep your feet slightly above heart level. This reduces pressure and encourages circulation. 3, add circulation boosting foods. Eat foods rich in vitamin B12, omega-3 fatty acids, and antioxidants such as salmon, chia seeds, and leafy greens. 4, avoid sitting for too long. Get up every hour, even if just to stretch or walk around the room. Numbness and tingling in the feet are not just odd sensations, they are warning lights on the dashboard of your body. Don't ignore them. With simple habits and daily awareness, you can restore sensation, protect your nerves, and keep your legs and feet connected, both physically and fully. Sign number 4, slow healing wounds on the legs or feet, a quiet warning from beneath the skin. Have you ever noticed a small cut or scratch on your leg that just won't heal? Maybe a tiny blister from a new shoe or a mosquito bite that lingers for weeks. When wounds on your legs or feet take longer than usual to heal, it could be more than just getting older. It's often a clear sign that your circulation is weakening. When you get a cut, your body sends blood to the area to deliver oxygen, carry immune cells, remove waste, and begin the healing process. But when circulation is poor, especially in the lower limbs, this healing response is slowed down. Without enough oxygen and nutrients reaching the wound, the skin struggles to repair itself. What starts as a small nick may become a wound that stays red or swollen, a scab that keeps reopening, a sore that doesn't close after 10 to 14 days, a mild infection that lingers. After 60, your blood vessels lose flexibility. Your body's repair systems also become slower. If circulation is poor, the legs, being farthest from the heart, are often the first to suffer. What's worse, many seniors with slow healing wounds don't feel pain due to numbness, as discussed in sign number 3. That means problems go unnoticed until they become serious. For people with diabetes or high blood pressure, the risk is even higher. A small sore can turn into a dangerous ulcer if ignored. There are simple ways to support wound healing by improving circulation to your legs and feet. 1. Inspect your legs and feet daily. Use a mirror if needed. Catching a wound early is key. 2. Massage gently around wounds, not on them. This increases blood flow to the surrounding tissue and speeds healing. 3. Eat healing nutrients. Focus on vitamin C, zinc, and protein-rich foods like citrus fruits, beans, and eggs. They all help tissue repair. 4. Stay active daily. Even light walking helps pump blood back to the feet, encouraging faster healing. A wound that won't heal isn't just a skin issue. It's a signal from deep within telling you your blood flow needs attention. Don't ignore it. Take small steps daily to nourish your circulation and give your body the strength to heal from the inside out. Sign number 5, brain fog or lightheadedness. When standing, a subtle clue from your blood flow. Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt a wave of dizziness? Or found yourself forgetting words, losing focus, or feeling like your mind is wrapped in fog? Many seniors experience these symptoms and assume they're just signs of aging or tiredness, but often they're a quiet signal that your circulation to the brain is slowing down. Your brain uses about 20% of your body's blood supply. That blood carries oxygen and nutrients, allowing your brain to think clearly, process information, and stay alert. When circulation weakens, especially due to low blood pressure or narrowed arteries, the brain, less blood when you change positions quickly, like standing up from a seated or lying posture. This drop in blood flow can cause lightheadedness or a floating sensation, mental fatigue, even after a full night's sleep, trouble concentrating or remembering simple tasks, a slow or foggy feeling that comes and goes. You might feel like your body is present, but your mind is one step behind. After 60, your heart may not pump as forcefully, and your blood vessels can become less elastic. This means your body needs more time and help to adjust blood pressure when you shift positions. If circulation to the brain is compromised regularly, it increases the risk of falls due to sudden dizziness, memory loss linked to poor oxygen delivery, mental confusion, especially under stress or heat. These may feel subtle at first, but over time, they can affect your independence and daily confidence. You can improve blood flow to your brain through gentle, consistent habits. 1. Rise slowly. When standing from bed or a chair, take a moment. Sit upright for a few seconds before standing. Let your body catch up. 2. Stay hydrated. Dehydration reduces blood volume and worsens lightheadedness. Sip water regularly throughout the day. 3. Practice deep breathing. Inhale deeply through your nose, exhale slowly through your mouth. This calms your nervous system and encourages stable blood flow to the brain. 4. Eat brain-friendly foods. Include leafy greens, fatty fish like salmon, blueberries, and beets, all known to support cognitive function and blood circulation. Lightheadedness and brain fog are not just senior moments. They're messages from your brain, gently asking for more support, more oxygen, more care. Listen to them. With small, mindful changes, you can stay clear-headed, steady, and fully present every time you rise. Sign number 6, swelling in the lower legs or ankles, a heavy sign of slowed circulation. If your socks leave deep marks on your ankles or your shoes feel tight by evening, you may be experiencing swelling in your lower legs, a condition called edema. While some swelling can be normal after long periods of sitting or standing, frequent or persistent swelling is often a sign that your circulation is not working efficiently, especially after age 60. Healthy circulation depends on your blood flowing out from the heart and returning smoothly. But when circulation slows, whether due to weakened veins, reduced muscle movement, or poor heart function, blood and fluid can begin to pool in the lower extremities, where gravity has the strongest pull. This leads to puffy feet, ankles, or calves by afternoon, a tight or heavy feeling in the legs, imprints from socks or shoes that don't go away quickly, discomfort when walking or standing for too long. Swelling like this means your body is struggling to return blood upward toward the heart, a key sign of declining circulatory strength. As we age, our vein walls become less elastic, and the valves that push blood upward can weaken. This makes it harder for blood to travel against gravity, especially if you spend long periods sitting, have a sedentary lifestyle, or are dealing with high blood pressure or heart issues. Left unaddressed, swelling can lead to increased leg fatigue, varicose veins, skin breakdown or ulcers, higher risk of infection or blood clots in severe cases. You don't need drastic measures, just small, mindful habits that support healthy blood return. 1. Elevate your legs daily. Lay down and prop your feet up on a cushion or pillow for 15 to 20 minutes. This helps drain excess fluid. 2. Avoid sitting or standing too long. Take short walks around the house every hour or flex your feet while sitting to keep blood moving. 3. Wear light compression socks. These help support vein function and reduce swelling, especially if you're on your feet a lot. 4. Eat low sodium foods. Too much salt can worsen fluid retention. Focus on fresh vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Swollen legs and ankles are not just a comfort issue, they're a message from your circulation system telling you it needs support. Listen to your legs, lighten their load. With daily care and gentle attention, you can keep your blood flowing freely and your steps steady and strong. As we age, it's easy to overlook the small whispers from our body: a little numbness, a small cramp, a bit of swelling in the ankle that we brush off as just getting old. But these aren't random discomforts. They're gentle messages, signs that your circulation may be slowing and that your body is asking for more care. Poor blood flow doesn't just affect your legs or your energy, it affects your clarity, your balance, your ability to move through life with confidence. But the good news is you can change that. You don't need expensive treatments or harsh interventions. Sometimes, s- all it takes is a short daily walk, a warm foot soak, a handful of greens or beets on your plate, and a moment of awareness to listen to what your body is trying to tell you. Because it's never too late to improve your circulation, and it's never too late to feel stronger, lighter, and more alive in your own skin. We'd love to hear from you. Which of these 6 signs have you noticed in yourself, and what small change will you begin today? Your comment might help someone else recognize a sign they've been ignoring. Let's grow wiser together. If this video helped you even just a little, please like this video so more seniors can discover it. Subscribe to True Senior Wisdom, where every story, every step, and every breath matters. And turn on the bell so you never miss a gentle reminder to care for yourself. At True Senior Wisdom, we don't just talk about aging, we honor it, we protect it, and we walk it with grace. Stay warm, stay steady, and keep your blood flowing toward the life you deserve.